A big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, and a big thanks to all of these donators of $5 or more. Gloomy Horse, Anenthusiast, Willie Davenport, and Vlad Tepish 3176. You all helped make these episodes possible. Howdy, insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here with some more Dark Souls 2. Last time, I decided that I was going to try to burn one of those bonfire ascetics because I thought that that would give me infinite enemies to kill. Well, I was wrong. It did not. In fact, the enemies started dying off again. Oh, hey, Dead Zergling. Well, I think you knew how the leveling would go. I'm glad you didn't tell me, though. It was a pleasant surprise. The enemies started dying off permanently again, and I'm like, damn it. I probably wasted this bonfire ascetic. But what I did learn is that all of the items in this area you get over again, which is nice, because one of those items involved me upgrading my Estus flask, which is always a huge bonus. I'm not doing a great job of covering myself in glory. I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple of weeks since I played. I'm sure I'll limber up before too long. Am I right or am I right? And the answer is I'm probably not right, but there may be a modicum of truth to it. You'll notice I am using this bitchin' Smith's hammer because that does a decent amount of damage against these heavily armored foes. Not the most damage, but decent damage. It's all a very delicate dance. A balance which cannot be ignored. But here's the thing that I have learned. If I want to, I can go kill the boss of this area again, which I did not realize I could do. And since this boss wasn't super difficult, that might give me a ton of souls too. So next time I feel like I've got some free time to kill, I'm going to do that. But here's the thing. Since it wasn't quite what I expected, instead of sitting around and doing a bunch of that right now, instead, I'm just going to try to beat that part that I couldn't beat before. And boy, is it a bitch of a part. First of all, let's head back to Majula. See if I can upgrade my Estus flask with that bone dust. Could work. Potentially, right? How are things going, DZ? I'm thrilled to learn... Oh, maybe I already burnt that. That's also possible. Did I already burn that bone dust? I probably did. Yeah, I think I did. Doop-da-doop-da-doop-da-doodle-doo. I'm thinking that, yeah, I must have already done that. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, man. You are like the coolest dad ever. You take your kids out to all kinds of cool shit. That's really pretty great, dude.
Bearer of the curse.
Water parks, roller skating.
Seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls.
Those kids are gonna grow up to kick ass.
King. That is the list.
They're gonna be like Well, I came from a good home. Alright, can't quite get a level. Instead of losing all of these souls, I'll just burn a couple of, I'll burn a couple of loose souls. I'm sure I've got a few kicking around. Not sure exactly how many I'll need. Probably not many. Derp-derp-derp-derp again. Okay. What do I want to get? Here's a good question. What helps me to resist poison? Because, by God, I need some of that shit. Would that be adaptation? I don't know. Agility and various resistances. Like, maybe poison resistance? Well... that's alright. Yeah, I think this is going to be adaptation, so... it shows a little gray mist over those particular stats, so I'm going to grab this. And maybe the next time I'll get some poison resistance, which I could very damn well use in this horrible, horrible area I find myself in. God almighty, this is a bad area. Ugh. The Black Gulch. The Black Gulch featuring Black Bart and Pinhead Larry. I'm on to you, Pinhead Larry. You ain't a-getting away with the orphans' funds today. No siree. I'm a-calling you out. Draw, Pilgrim. I swear I think this level has actually seeped into my nightmares over at least one night. This is just a really bad section to be in. It's alright. So, we've tried an awful lot of getting to the boss, and I don't think it's completely outside of the realm of possibility. So we got that going for us. Oh, shit. Poisoned. Poisoned again. And thus we find ourselves running back to the bonfire like the terrified bitch that I am. Well, at least they didn't regenerate. I think we determined that last time, that they don't regenerate if you hit the bonfire without dying. The trick is not dying. And for that, we also have to deal with these particularly lovely pools of tar and or oil, which house high five heads. Have I dealt with them? That'd be great if they didn't come back this time. Well, by God. Perhaps I've exhausted them. Oh, that would be so great. In that case, let's refill my fireballs. Fireballs, fireballs, roly-poly fireballs. Apropos of nothing. One thing that I do notice is that And this probably isn't a huge problem, but it'll drive some people crazy, I'm sure. The name at the top of this is getting slightly cut off. So I need to fix that just a hair, which I can do. I can absolutely do that. I can do it in real time. Just up the height, scooch. I don't know if it worked, but it probably did. I guess we'll know after someone writes a few lines in. I probably went a couple lines high on that one, actually, so I guess I'm going to have to tweak it off screen, which is a shame, but oh well, right? That's pointing right at me. I see you there, Poison. I'll have none of your shenanigans this day. Or will I? Will I? I won't. Don't want them. Shenanigans, leave them behind. Nope, there's more poison. Wait, is this the anti-poison shield? Because if it is, I should just be holding on to that all the time. This area is horrible and unpleasant and frequently infuriating. Oh, nope, there's the poison. Alright. Go get rid of the poison. Go get rid of the poison. Poison, do you want it? No, I don't. That was incredibly draining on my life. Is there any chance we can just get there anytime soon? Maybe just holding the shield out and going along this side would help. Another thing that would help? Getting rid of worm face here. Ooh! And he dropped a poison stone. I'm sure I can do something incredibly super useful with that at some point in my future. Thanks for that, Wormo. Slurms Mackenzie strikes again. Yeah. I'm not walking in front of that hole while you're fixing to gun at me there, Wormy. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. What do you gotta say? Weakness, fire. Weakness, axe to the face. Oh, hey. We got face huggers. Let's just... Invaded by Dark Spirit. Oh, right. This is a game-based Dark Spirit. Not like just some guy. Although if it were some guy, he'd be getting poisoned right about now. Extremely poisoned. Damn. Nice timing. Nice timing. You got me. You got me good. I swear, someone was practicing their AIs in between games. Ugh. You know, no, what's embarrassing is that I have a friend who unironically posted a thing celebrating the anniversary of the movie Ferngully and how they loved that the most until Avatar came out. I was like, well, to each their own, I guess, but, can't quite share that level of enthusiasm about it. Ah, Space Jam. That's one of those movies that's objectively bad, but still really fun. I can dig it. Letting the poison go down. While I'm waiting, what exactly does that poison stone do again? I'm genuinely curious. Wait, first of all, it's probably some sort of crafting item, right? I'm not wrong about this, am I? Pale stone, fire seed, bleed stone, poison stone. Makes equipment poisonous. Yep. As I suspected. See, now that would be useful. Because if poison screws me over so very often, I can't imagine what it would do to larger enemies over a period of time, whilst I'm dancing and maneuvering around them. Also, do I have a ring that slows poison at all? I don't think that I do, but maybe? What does that do again? Increases poise. More souls. Physical attack, petrification, physical defense. Restore HP gradually. Yeah, I think poise is the best thing out of that. This is gonna be a long, long, painful segment. I can tell. There's no good way to get through here that I can figure out yet. Except maybe constant rolling. Hey, that might have worked had I not just gotten completely poisoned. I'll just be here chilling with the Cestus flask. Hoping that the poison wears off. And I'm sure that hint is fantastic. I'm sure I would do far better if I got the hint. But only if that hint is in the instruction booklet and involves things that I would learn in the tutorial. Getting my souls back, souls back. These things do seem to be worth a fair number of souls. So that's pretty cool. Quite a several few, really. This could be another level up in no time at this rate. Assuming I keep getting my souls back when I die, which... Here. Aha! I knew there was a ledge down there. But... is it a ledge worth my time? Therein lay the question. Here. No, not here. It's locked. See... here's the problem. I forgot that, maybe, just maybe, going down here wouldn't exactly be the shortcut I was hoping for. So, according to these bloodstains, and this is important, because I was wondering this myself, apparently that down there is not, in fact, a ledge that one might land on. So I guess I really am going to have to homeward bone this one. Otherwise, what else is there at this point? Good thing I've got several of them kicking around, I guess. Well, them's the breaks. Although this is probably going to reset all of those delightful little poisons. Poison spitters? Yep, there they are. Hi, poison spitters. How y'all doing? Hey, 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 hey! Don't swing your axe so hard that you go sailing off the edge of the world. It's not good for you, my dude. It doesn't help any of us. Neither you nor me. It's just bad all around. Hey, Einkrot. I seem to have a frog in my throat all of a sudden. Hang on. I can fix this. Let me just turn my audio off for a second. Alright. Much better. Yeah, take a drink to clear that frog. Alcohol is very bad for amphibians because they breathe through their skin. Oh, of water. You should have specified that first. Fantastic advice. Alright. Once more, we find ourselves dicking about with these wicked statues. Wicked, hateful, green statues full of poison. That have no place in a sane and fair planet. Which, what's the name of this world again? It's not Lordran, it's, I could have told you if you'd asked me yesterday what the name of this world was. Hey, Final Doom finally complete. Nice. Final awesome. Okay, seriously, can I just, like, roll past some of these, or... Apparently I can, but it's very dangerous. I would like for my poison to clear up. Yeah, seriously, these guys just absolute tons of souls. Love it. And, and the frog in my throat is returning. I assure you all this was not a problem earlier today. That's a whole nother level already. I should probably, and I know this is going to be controversial, I should probably just go get my level. Especially since if I get another point in adaptation, I might get some poison resist. And I would very dearly love to get some poison resist, all things considered. Like, would super love to get some poison resist. Would be the best thing for me. Right now. Alright, lady. Level me up, give me poison resist, please.
Bearer of the curse.
Yarda, yarda, yarda. Blah, blah, blah. Give to me my deservement of adaptation. It is! It is upping my poison resist by... Damn, 8 whole points? That's really a lot more than I expected. Like, a lot more than I expected. Once more to the green place we goes. The hideous, horrible green place. See all those green glowing rocks? Them's ain't emeralds. I remember the time I went to an emerald mine, and they just give you a giant bucket full of dirt. And then you could wash it in the trough and dig for your own rough-cut emeralds. Which were, you know, in the middle of shitty rocks. I found quite a few. It was fun. Some places you go to like that, they load the buckets up for the kids. But, I went out of my way to go to the ones where they didn't pander. So everything I found was legit. So I went to one that was mostly emeralds and another one that had some sapphires and some amethysts, and that one was pretty cool. I found one sapphire of, you know, not a huge size, and a very rough cut, but it was really satisfying finding it. There we go. That's the old poison pepper. I'll just be drinking that Estus now. Ah, you jerks. Jerks and a half. Well, fortunately, I can hit the bonfire as many times as I want. And as long as I don't leave the area, which admittedly I have been leaving the area deliberately and on purpose, but for a good cause. Phase 5. Pretty sure I'm going to exhaust these critters before too much longer. I felt a oh. That's why I felt a rumbling. Hey buddy, how you doing? Tell you what, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit you with a fireball this time because fuck you. And it's not working in the least. Of course I'm poisoned. I am perpetually poisoned. It's like Final Fantasy 1 all over again. Final Fantasy 1, you spent that entire fucking game completely poisoned. Your entire party, every minute of every hour of every day, you were poisoned in that game. True story. Some bitch. Somewhere. Ugh. No dice. I'm gonna have to find the best way of taking out this guy. Something tells me he's not going to get stuck in a ledge and then disappear on his own this time. Although if he did, that would be swell. I would love it to death. I would be super thrilled did that turn out to be the case. Weird thing is, I'm pretty sure I beat that guy one time, so I wonder how many times that particular spirit's gonna come back. That could be a huge problem. Nope. There we go. Alright. Nope, already poisoned. Just grab this stuff and move along. Quick, 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 quick! Estus, Estus, Estus! Estus, you mother... fudging... butthorn. Ugh. Yeah, don't drink faster to save your life. It's not like you have a helmet like a badass fictional Viking warrior. God forbid you slam some mead. I'm nearly 100% certain that the poison resist was on a shield that I did not have equipped, so more the fool I. Yeah. Just own up to the poison at this point. Hooray! I'm making nominal progress now, baby. Very nominal. Do not get destroyed by that word, please. Me. Facehugger. Always somewhat dangerous. Easily fireballed. And then we have this guy. This guy. This guy. There he is. For a minute there, I didn't think he was going to show up. But sure enough, there he is. In all his red glory. Curse you, fool bag with the tool bag. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know, DZ. I don't know. For that matter, how is this guy... Wait, no, never mind. I don't even have to ask that question. I know how this guy is being such a problem. He's such a problem because he is completely naked, so he gets to move fast and hit really hard, whereas I am encumbered by armor that isn't saving me from the poison status. Ah, fuck the rainforest. You know what? Let me tell you a little bit something about the rainforest, buddy. Back in my day, it wasn't called the rainforest. It was called the hot, sweaty, stinking jungle, and it was full of dark terrors. The rainforest was just a clever rebranding to make people think it was all cute and helpful. But no. More people are killed every year by trees than by guns, sharks, and lions combined. That is a true statistic. Nature is the real enemy. Nature has been trying to kill humankind since its inception. It's us or them, baby. Just let the poison die out. Yeah, everything in the jungle is poisonous, too. It's like Australia, but moist. And ironically, with somehow fewer spiders. Even though the jungle has like 99% of the world's spiders, Australia paradoxically has 185% of the world's spiders. I don't even know how that's mathematically a thing, but I've had friends from Australia assure me that that is accurate and correct. Or tree ant-based enemies? I don't know, man. Oh, all of my souls. How did that hit me? How did that hit me? I must have attacked myself into, like, 1/16 of an inch too close. I just want you to know that I continue to really, really, really hate this section. I mean, blindly comboing that guy has never been a problem before. Not yet. It was that time. But I had no indication that that was going to happen. There was not a previous precedent for that. I need a giant fuck-off sword so that I can hit more of these guys at once. That's what I need. I do have something like that, right? Just like a ridiculously huge sword that's, you know, can hit several of these enemies at once. An ultra great sword sounds about right. Yeah, that's pretty big. Maybe I should have thought of something like this a little sooner. It does seem to wipe out these guys fairly quickly. Which, let's face it, I desperately need. Desperately need. Especially the ones on the ground. Those are even more of a massive pain in the ass. My ass. My ass is the one that I'm trying not to get pains in. If anyone's ass I don't want pains in, it's my own. This is a pretty kick-ass sword. Was this inspired by either Berserk or Final Fantasy VII or any other number of animes or video games? Because I know that the developer of this game was totally into that kind of stuff. This is kind of like the Guts' Dragon Slayer. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this is definitely Guts' Dragon Slayer. Haha! Cannon fodder, you be dead. Dead again? Did I just get some kind of spell from that worm? I didn't know enemies could drop spells. Yeah, it is a spell. What does it do? Dark flame upon corpses, causing them to combust violently. Oh yeah, I already had one of these, but that seems pretty metal. It really does. Alright, time for a phase 5. Someone gets the flame. Also, need to take these guys out because they will absolutely destroy my life if I let them. I'm learning more about this area every time I go through it. Although, I am by no means... Wow. That is a crazy looking alien corpse kind of thing. Okay, there's that guy. Alright, buddy. Had enough of your shenanigans. We're gonna have ourselves a little shindig. Really? You're a tough guy. There's no denying that. Crap. Damn it. Ah. So much closer. Did better that time. Turns out that the secret to doing better was to equip a giant fucking sword. Oh yeah. Betty bet. Huzzah. My greatest regret is that I didn't, I bought enough cheap beer that most days, if I drank all of it, I would be completely hammered, passing out, and having a headache. Today, I drank all of it, and I'm only barely buzzed, and there's no telling which day's going to be which. It's like, some days I have my ulcers acting up, so it gets into my bloodstream faster or something. Hell, I don't know. There's never any clear way of knowing, but that's okay. Yes. This giant sword is doing a fantastic job of clearing these out. I love it. Maybe this giant-ass sword will be my new go-to weapon when things aren't particularly weak against the axe. Hell, I might even give it some levels up. Yeah, giant sword. I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister. Let me see your war face. Sir, your war face. Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see yours. Ah! Bullshit, I'm not scared. Ah! Work on it. Come on, statues. Now just wait. Wait patiently. One wonders just how many souls do I have sitting about? Probably not enough to do anything cool with. The thing is, and this is important, if it was just a simple case of, you know, me getting there and taking regular damage from the statues, I could go back and hit the bonfire and get my health back without resetting the statues. But that's not the case. Nothing in Dark Souls was ever easy. But then again, if Dark Souls was easy, there would be much less satisfaction to beating it. Right? Right. Kinda wish there was some way I could fuck those statues up. I don't believe there is, though. Now, I already tried hitting them with the crossbow, and that didn't work. That didn't work at all. I'm keeping track of my phone whilst I'm streaming because my dad recently had hip surgery. Making sure that there aren't any complications, you see. Well, you see, DZ, the shield doesn't really protect against poison very much. It does a little, but so little as to not even be a factor. Hey, one of those giant serpents is dead. That's cool. That's what I like to see. Keep on chopping. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. That's a fantastic question, Eincrow. See, the secret is, and this is very tricky, but yeah. I mean, there was a point when I followed the calendar very faithfully. That worked out great. Alright. Trigger the dude. Come at me, bro. I know you're there. There we go. It might be better to fight him over here, but I'm worried about triggering other enemies in these pools. What if... Nope, that didn't work at all. Not in the least. Okay. Good to know. I knew if I waited long enough, more enemies would show up. What I didn't realize is how damn slow I move with all of this equipment. Like, I can barely move at all. That's messed up, man. Crap. I'm fucked. Yep, there we go. I used to be really good at parrying. Used to be. In Dark Souls 1, I was fantastic at parrying. But at least this time I made it close to, This wasn't the hole containing the, Well, that's not where my souls wound up, so... Whoopsie doodles. Alright, seriously. How much does this help against poison? A lot if I actually use it to block. Also, need more movement speed. Take care of that. Anything else I can take off? Probably my shirt. Okay, I can move at a relatively decent pace now. Oh, someone else had a giant-ass fuck-off sword going through here. I see. How'd it work out for you there, guy? One wonders. One wonders quite a bit. I knew there was something I was forgetting. And what I was forgetting is that I am very low on stamina. Yeah. See, I was holding the shield up and that poison barely touched. I let my guard down and like 95% poisoned immediately. Huge problem. Don't recommend it. Having it. This problem. For anyone. None of you. None of you should have this problem. It's awful. Bad times for all involved. Alright, I really want to get those souls back that I dropped. Really, 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 really. Not joking. Game, you vexing me with all this here poison. It's not cute. It's not delightful nor funny. Here we are. Alright. Let the poison simmer down. Simmer down. Simmer down. Old Saturday Night Live references from the 90s are what all the kids are into these days, right? Oh, well. I actually have time to make it back to the bonfire this time. Ditching that armor was a good plan. I think. I'm hoping. You be keeping your fingers crossed now, laddies. What are some other things I like to do besides stream and D&D? I like to cook. I enjoy botany, and I collect and shoot guns and crossbows and regular bows. Oh, speaking of which, I found my old crossbow cleaning out that storage shed the other day. Check it out. That too. But check this bad boy out. This is a compound crossbow with a 150-pound draw. One of my absolute favorites. But boy, will you get sore after taking it out to the range for a day. And I assure you, it shoots like a beauty as well. When I first got it, I spent some time noodling about with the sights. My very first shot with it, at about, I'd say it was maybe 40-45 feet, dead on bullseye. My second shot split the first bolt right down the middle, and I saved that bolt. Man, that was a good feeling. Son of a... For my next trick, I'll see what else I can drop off of my desk. I'm sure it'll be a thing or two. Another thing I found... this bad boy. Mr. Game and Watch. A bottle full of hard alcohol would be great. I would drink it. That is a Game and Watch. And not only is it a Game & Watch, but it's one of the particularly fun ones. Yep. Popularized in Super Smash Brothers, but, back in the day, LCD games were all the rage. Before the Game Boy. Oh, speaking of Game Boy, other things I've found in my old closet full of stuff. My original Game Boy. My Game Boy Advance. 2 front-loading NESs. My PS2 with HDD adapter. An N64, a couple of zappers, my NES Advantage controller. Just all kinds of great stuff I'm finding. I can't wait to see what's in the next box I haul up. It has been a real delight. You are still alive. And here comes this asshole again. 'Cause of course he does. What's over here? Never did find that out. Nothing I'd care to have tea with. This was a giant waste of my time and or effort. Good to know. I absolutely, positively, 100% parried that, and nothing happened. This makes me as sad. Golly gee willikers. I think I kind of hate this guy. A lot. Oh, you know what? I get it now. I mean, it's a little late now that I've fallen off a goddamn cliff. Which you don't want to do in the middle of a combat. Or outside of a combat. Or when you're sitting on your couch or driving in your car. Or any time, really. Really, there's no good time to fall off a cliff. Not one single good time in all of the world to fall off a cliff. You don't want to do it. Yeah, I could stop getting my ass beat, but, you know, then where would we be finding our fun? R.I.P. in peace. Rest in peace in peace. In pieces. Da 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 da. Stop it! Enough with you. Something tells me I missed that swing. Probably that one too. You know, I kinda need that other shield if I'm gonna fight Dude McGuy. Because a shield that only blocks partial physical damage is not quite doing it for me. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. Or is that one of those things like, will Dick Tracy escape from this one? Will Penelope Pinblossom escape the railroad track? Will Dead Zergling stream again? Find out next time. Oh my god, I was fucking body slammed. And I was using the wrong item. What a shitstorm this has been. Absolute bollocks. You know what this is? This is the Enor Londo, you know, that place with the snipers and the narrow ledges? This is that all over again. That's the level of frustration that we're seeing here. Exactly the level of frustration we're seeing here. Ah. Well, I guess that answers that question. TZ has been working like a dog. The last time I worked retail, I was in bed every night by 8 o'clock, so... kick this stream into high gear. I mean... I don't see how I'm gonna get any better at this area. I could just, you know, scream and cuss a lot, but if I did that, my family would probably not appreciate it. Poisoned? Well, that's just lame. Who wants to be even poisoned? Not this little green duck, I tell you what. Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. 10 points if you get that reference. Have I at least exhausted the worm monsters? Because... yeah, okay, I've exhausted the worm monsters at least. Ah, yes. The old not being able to get any sleep. I've been there several times in the last couple of weeks, which is why I've been very lax on streaming lately. So I can totally relate. Alright. Plenty of Estus, full health. Gotta beat this guy. Or do something. I just want him to stop spawning, that's all. If he would stop spawning, the section would be a lot easier. But I might not be able to get him to stop spawning. It's possible that I could run right past him and just go to the boss, but... ultimately, that's not as helpful as one would hope. Shit! I got distracted. Constant distractions with me. Yeah, no one wants to admit defeat at the hands of Ferngully. Killing this guy off permanently would be nice, too. You are not susceptible to fire. Nice to know. I was rolling, you shit. I was rolling. I swear I was rolling. I didn't have enough stamina to be rolling, but I was trying like hell. I was hitting that button. I was hitting like that I was hitting that button like the meter was green. But alas, the meter was not green. It was drained, drained, drained. Ah. See now, I only watched that environmentalist propaganda once as a young, naive child, and I was like, I don't think this is quite right. And then I didn't rent it from the video store again. I went back to watching He-Man, and Ninja Turtles, and Thundercats, and G.I. Joe. And assorted Disney movies. Poisons from top to bottom. You know, the hell of it is, I don't think it even matters how many Estus flasks I have when I'm fighting dude. Because I'm gonna wind up losing them all anyway. And yet, I suppose I should give myself as many advantages as I can when I go in for the actual fight. So of course I'm gonna keep myself alive. Oh, and DZ, for the answer to where fairies poop, play the game Breath of Fire 3 on the PS1 by Capcom. That will answer your question. They probably weren't meant to be this great of a challenge, but they are for me. Don't know if it's just me or if it's an unintended side effect. But I have been god-awful at getting past here, so... Son of a bitch! Give me those goddamn souls, you sons of bitches. Eat shit and die. All of yous. All of yous. I'm gonna die again. Alright. I've got enough for another level at least, so this hasn't been a total bust. It's been a pretty big bust, but not a total bust. Hell, you were probably better at dodging.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls.
Triple D bust.
Seek.
Indeed.
That is the only way, lest this land swallow you whole.
Duralius, you are the chosen one. You must take the Zephyr Blade and slay the beast that lies deep within the swamp. This is the Zephyr Blade. That's a biscuit. No, it is the Zephyr Blade. More adaptation it is, I suppose. They say that that's... Some people say that that's the bitch way of leveling up, but, I'm not very good at this game, so I'm gonna do it. I have no qualms about admitting that I am not good at this game, and I am perfectly willing to do that. Also, other questions arise. Questions like, can I upgrade this giant fuck-off sword?
I've given you up for dead. You send me worried.
Can I? I would love to. That would just be the bee's tits. Assuming I can figure out where it is in my inventory. Yeah, the Ultra Greatsword. I do not have any Titanite shards. And I've already bought all of this guy's Titanite shards, so... Oh wait, no, I haven't. He has some more. So if I had some more souls, which I do, because I can burst open a few souls, And honestly, I don't see any problem with that. I really don't. Because it's like the elixir from Final Fantasy. You save them until you get to the final dungeon, but then when you get to the final dungeon, you never use them. Actually, I might be able to level up again if I bust all these souls. I might just do that. Maybe I'll use them for that first, and buying items secondary.
Bearer of the presence, bless this.
Hey, about that, I would like another level. I am a little short. But I'm pretty sure that I can make up the diff. One of these babies. Yeah. And I should have enough left over to buy a Titanite shard and upgrade this sword. Which would be swell. Super swell. I would love such a thing to happen. Yeah. Alright. Okay. We're making inroads. Not great ones, but inroads nonetheless. You there. Sell me a shard, upgrade the sword. That'll be awesome. Here's a shard. I'm not gonna have enough left to upgrade the sword. Frickin' course. You know what? No! No minor hints. Not yet. Wow. My character's shoulder looks exactly like my shoulder feels all the time. Like a horrible maelstrom sucking into a point of infinite density. I should really save up for a massage. Alright. We good, we good.
What? You again?
Yes, me again. Yes. A very tight sphincter. A sphincter that is so tight that it would crush coal into diamonds. In fact, all of my back muscles feel like that. I am very uptight when it comes to my muscles. Now, where was I? Right. Please, would you, could you reinforce this damn sword so that I feel like I'm not wasting most of my time on it? That'll bring it up to a 220, whereas what's my axe at? Axe is at 248. I feel like the sword can overtake my axe. Alright. Now I need 2 more Titanite shards, which I can just afford, but then I can't afford any more. I swan to Pete this game. It'd be great if the number of souls that I had would just, you know, work out to a nice round number once in a while, but alas, this was not my fate. Blark Gulch. Yeah. That was, really messed up. All things considered. Well, at least I made better time that time. So we got that going for us. Alright. High five guy. Vulnerable to fire. And then Invaders M. Second high five guy, also vulnerable to fire, is apparently not showing up. That's fine. Didn't want him over here anyway. Switch shields to the physical one. I'm going to be poisoned in no time flat at this rate. I'm running the wrong way too, which is also not good, and I'm poisoned. And we'll just put your money into a carrier account, and then into some Bitcoin, carry the one, and you're broke. Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you fucking are. Dead Zergling, I assure you that I cannot afford enough alcohol to kill me. There was a time when I could have, and I came close, but not quite. Maybe if I get a really good job. Yeah, but the thing about Four Locos is I can't physically drink enough of them to kill me without puking my guts out, because they taste and act like poison. So yeah, Four Locos, not as much of a concern. I was doing so well until just now. And then, unsurprisingly, dead. Excuse me. To answer your question, yes and yes, respectively. I absolutely positively drink alcohol too much and too often. But, you know, it's kind of my thing. I would say I'm an alcoholic, but the thing about that is, alcoholics go to meetings. I am merely a drunk. Also, I am a terrible role model, and I do not encourage anyone to follow my example. At all. Ever. Shit, when did you spawn? I didn't even see him show up. I did not. Really? Oh, for fuck's sake. He spawned with no warning, and he hit me outside of my block animation somehow. Sometimes some enemies, they vex me. I especially like the part where I have my anti-poison shield up and it makes no difference whatsoever. That's especially, fun for me. Fortunately, I think the hand people are going to stop spawning pretty soon, and that's going to at least help a little. I hope. Yeah, hand people not spawning. Good. And you. You son of a bitch. Okay, well maybe that particular hand guy spawned, but the other ones, until recently, were not spawning. I am going this way. Wonder what's in that chest. Get the chest. I don't know what was in the chest, but I got it. I got it. My God. Fuck you, game. I cheated. Quick, to the bonfire. Cannot use of course I can't. Of course. I'm blocking. You know goddamn good and well that I'm blocking. Fuck a doodle do. Yeah, got you pretty good that time. Missed you pretty good that time. Fair enough, fair enough. Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. I am poisoned. Yeah, that's about it for me. Awesome. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, boy, oh boy. Oh, I had the wrong shield equipped at the end there. That might explain some of it, at least. Not all. But at least a bit of it. Yeah, probably should have rethunked the situation ages ago, honestly. But I haven't. Episode break? Nah. Today is gonna just be one long episode. If I took DZ's hint, I could make progress in no time. But the thing is, DZ got pissed off at me just because I told him stuff that was in the instruction booklet and called it spoilers. This game doesn't even have an instruction book. Hell, it barely has a tutorial. Basic information about a game is not the same as hints. Hints are something that aren't in the documentation for the game itself. If it's in the documentation that you obtain when you get the game, that's not a hint, that's just instructions. That's the difference. Although, in the future, I will not give you those either, because you have specifically said that you do not even want those. And I will respect that. It'll be hard. Lord knows it'll be hard. But I will not even give you basic instructions from now on. Because you're my friend, and watching you suffer is what you want in life. Not that I would know anything about wanting to suffer. Like, why would I play a really hard game? Who would do such a thing, right? Nobody in their right mind. I'll tell you that right now. I can't spend all of my time destroying these statues every time I fuck this up. We'll be here all week. Well, you got me there, DZ. You got me there. Shit, he spawned. I did not want that guy to spawn. I'm in bad shape now, buddy. Yes, feel free to give me observations as much as you want. Those I will take. I can beat this guy. He cannot be parried, can he? He can! He can absolutely be parried. Okay. That's a game changer. Oh. You know what? I did get some items from that treasure chest. I should probably see what they are. Good idea, DZ. You're on point. Of course, I have no way of figuring out what the items I got are, since I don't really know what the items I had before were. These, some of these shields look better than what I was using, honestly. So, you know, might want to use those instead. Although they may be a little heavier. Hard to tell. Yeah, it's going to go on for a much longer time, I assure you. You should have seen me playing Dark Souls 1. It was a fucking mess. An absolute disaster, man. No one was happy about that. Ah, shite. It's alright, DZ. You'll live. Probably. Killing all of the that guys will probably help at least a little bit. Shit! God, why can't I parry to save my life these days? Bang your head. Mental health will drive you mad. Bang your head. Mental health will drive you mad. The ones that are pointed backwards, those are the ones that get you. Well, those are the ones that get me. Not necessarily the ones that get you, because you guys have beaten this game before. I, however, have not. And clearly, this is not my forte when it comes to gaming. I'm more of a 2D platformer kind of guy, alright? I don't think anyone's denying that fact. If I could just get the perfect parry off, I'd be good. Get the parry off, and then don't screw up the riposte. Yeah, 3D platformers, not so much. 2D platformers, though. Those I can do. In theory. In theory, I'm good at 2D platformers. Really? That would have been the perfect time for an ambush right there. If grubby man hands hadn't fucking chimed in. Shit. Parry window. Need it. That wasn't it either. Nor was that. Come on, parry window. Ah, fuck-a-doodle-doo. I fucking hate this guy. What a goddamn asshole. Alright, wait. Maybe, possibly, I should just fucking shoot him. Shooting him might be an option. Might be a great option. Can't believe I didn't think of that before. Yeah, I don't know anything about breaking enemy stances because I'm used to Dark Souls 1, and that wasn't a thing, and I'm not good at learning new skills. So that's pretty much out of the question. Would you please just fucking hit that guy? Wow, that did no damage whatsoever. So much for that swell idea, huh? God damn it! Grabbing man-handed right in the face. Right in the face. Just... bloop. Dead. Maybe I should be playing to my strengths. I know the giant sword is better for taking out the statues, but when the statues aren't the problem, and instead the enemy is the problem, I just need to be using a quicker attack close in, and then if I hug right up on him and just stay right in his face, I can roll behind him when he goes to attack. And in that case, I can fight him like another boss. Because he's certainly been whooping my ass like a boss. I don't think anyone's denying that. This could work. It's a long shot, but who knows? Perpetually poisoned, petulant piss. Oh, right. The hand guy is still there. How could I have forgotten? He's so ubiquitous. Shit. Forgot. Don't need this. Need the flame. Need to make sure I don't die. Kill the third hand. Kill this next hand guy. That's gonna help a lot. A lot. Make sure he doesn't come back again. That'd be great. Would love to see that happen. And you. New paradigm. This isn't working at all. Hey, thanks for the raid, Maddie. Much appreciated. Howdy, Beer Force. Howdy, howdy. You're just in time to see me continue to fail horribly. Extremely horribly fail. A bunch of times in a bunch of rows. This has not been pretty. At all. Hell, it hasn't even been vaguely competent looking. quite horrible and miserable of an effort, I have to say. Well, at least I'm in good company then. Alright, hand monster. Ah. Really didn't want that poison to happen yet again. Alright. You're gone. You're impossible to beat. Or very nearly impossible to beat. How's about you block that guy, huh? That'd be cool. No, you'll never do it, but it'd be great if you could. Fuck! Ugh. This fight is implausible. Implausible, I say. It's annoyingly difficult. Just super obnoxious for everyone involved. Everyone involved being me, myself, and I. And anyone else who plays this. Poison go down. Rosser go forward. Forget it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't care. Going. I'm just getting the hell out. I'll fight this guy instead. I mean, he killed me and took all my souls, but at least I could see where his attack was coming from. At least I got that going for me. Jeez-o-lum crow. I swan to Pete. This boss is making me feel angry and bitter. I wonder. First of all, this isn't doing me any favors. And I'd like to say that this is, but it really isn't. What to do, what to do. What indeed? There's got to be something obvious that I'm missing. Visions of sadness. You can say that again, Broham. I wish that lighting torches got rid of these. Maybe I'll just take a frickin' torch. Not the right button. I was gonna light a torch there, buddy. No. I'll light a torch. Yeah, give me that. I'm gonna take this with me. I'm gonna roll over those oil monsters. We'll see how they like it when I light their amazing little chest hairs on fire. Burn the world. Shit. Got myself stuck in a corner. Alas. Looks like I took one of those hand monsters down with me, though, so that was neat. Not particularly effective, yet somewhat satisfying. I'll take it. I'll take any consolation I can get with this god-awful series of events that I find myself in. Alright. New paradigm. I've got a plan. It's not a very good plan, and I highly doubt that it will work. It is, nonetheless, a plan. And that is, get to the chopper. And I'm on fire, because of course. Sometimes things don't work out as well as you'd hope, and when that happens, sometimes you wind up on fire. And sometimes you don't block in time. Sometimes it's all a big old F you to me. Two hours. 2 hours I've been trying to frickin' get through this area, and it hasn't happened. Therefore, I am going to call this Dark Souls attempt here, and I am going to stop trying now. For now. Next time, perhaps I will make it a little farther. Perhaps I won't. But by God, I'm gonna try. So, thank you all very much for watching. This has been your old pal Rosser. And yeah, you're right, DZ. Definitely the right time for another Castlevania 3 attempt. I'll do it next. Hell, Castlevania 3 is easier than this damn game. So until next time, take a drink.